made. I had a great wife, fantastic apartment. Everything was just on the surface tremendous. I just got depressed again.
October 23, 1980, Mark David Chapman quit his job as a security guard at a Waikiki condominium. He signed this logbook as John Lennon. On October 24th, John Lennon released his new single, Just Like Starting Over, which soon flooded the airwaves. Later that same week, Chapman, with a .38 caliber gun in his checked bag, flew from Hawaii to New York, intent on murder.
Bought a gun from heaven to hell in about a month.
But Chapman's plans ran into problems when he was prevented by New York City law from buying bullets without the proper permit. So he flew to Atlanta, where a close friend obtained hollow point bullets for Chapman's .38 caliber snub-nose revolver. After returning to New York, he suddenly abandoned his plan and went home to Hawaii.
He called Gloria and said he had won a great victory. And the great victory was a victory between God and Satan. It was basically Satan saying, kill him, kill him, kill him, and God saying, don't.
Meanwhile, John Lennon continued to work on his comeback. The Double Fantasy album was released on November 17th.
Those songs was his statement to us about his state of mind, about his vision, about his life.
It did get a mixed reaction. It was a kinder, sweeter John Lennon that maybe the critics weren't expecting.
You're looking at pictures photographer Alan Tannenbaum took of John and Yoko in their favorite spot in Central Park, November 21st, 1980.
It was very casual. The pictures, for the most part, were very candid. They were really enjoying being with each other. They were joking around. And then we walked back to the Dakota. I did a shot of them with the building in the background. And then we did some shots in Studio One.
That same week, Tannenbaum also photographed a video shoot the Lennons did at an art gallery in Greenwich Village.
The shot that they were doing was coming into this room, disrobing and getting in bed and pretending to make love. And I was astonished. I couldn't believe what I was seeing in the pictures I was getting. I mean, it was amazing. There's John and Yoko nude in bed. And he said, you know what I like about your pictures? You really capture Yoko's beauty. And, you know, John face to face with me telling me that, it still cuts my heart to this day.
Back in Hawaii, Mark David Chapman made new plans to kill.
The forces in him that had not been resolved started building up again. And he started again praying to Satan to kill John Lennon. And he told Gloria that he had to go back to New York for some self-discovery. He promised her he wasn't going to kill John Lennon.
Chapman arrived in New York Saturday, December 6th. In this 1980 interview, taxi driver Mark Snyder told WNEW, now Fox 5, that he picked up the killer who claimed to be an engineer for the Rolling Stones, and that he had just come from a recording session.
He said Lennon and McCartney were there, and they met me and they told me how much they admired my work as an engineer. And, you know, to me this is so ecstatic to think that John Lennon would and Paul McCartney would tell me how great my work is.
The killer checked into a $16.50 a night room at the 63rd Street YMCA.